What's up, NFL fans? I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook, and don't forget to check out and purchase your copy of our latest football game plan book, Stiff Arming Football Myths. We have these available in both PDF and paperback form. Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook, and welcome to another edition of Game Plan. We're going to hit the whiteboard to give you some X's and O's strategies on what the teams can do this week to come away victorious. This week versus the Detroit Lions, the Minnesota Vikings have to be able to beat many types of coverages, but I'm going to show you how they can attack the zone coverage they're going to see with a little zone buster out of the single back formation. And what we're talking about, you want to have layered routes when you're facing zone coverage. So what we're going to do, we're going to send this tight end arcing up, running a 15-yard in route. What we're doing behind this, we're going to drag the receiver over that's tight to the line of scrimmage. That's going to influence the second level defenders. Now you're creating space for the dig going behind it. Now you have another in route as well, 12 yards coming in. So once he vacates, this window is now open. Now you can always run your check first, swing back out. Again, the swing is a zone buster, not the flare route. You want to swing the back out to zone buster, like I said before, and you're running him up into the corner. So you see where you're clearing out space backside. What you have coming front side, you have your built-in hot read always as your drag or your swing, your intermediate big play right there with your deep end by the tight end, and the deep end that's chasing this one by the tight end. So you have 1, 2, 3. If you're reading this from the quarterback position, you have 1, 2, 3. Defense is going to have to react. The zone buster, you're expanding that defense, especially versus cover 2. He can break this up to the post as well. So you want to keep an eye on that. But this is one way this week versus Detroit, the Vikings can attack zone coverage. I think zone busters like this put them in great position to get a big play in the passing game. The Detroit Lions can have some success in the red zone versus the Minnesota Vikings by running a legal pick in the red zone. I'll show you what I'm talking about here. It's all about putting this guy right here in the bind, whether it's a nickelback or a linebacker. You want to get the football to this guy right here. And what you're doing, you're putting him in motion. And you want this to be a speed guy, a guy that teams have to worry about, which would be a Golden Tate. Putting him in motion, team's going to have to follow him. Calvin Johnson split out way to the outside, bottom of the numbers. Why? Because, again, you want to take away the safety and the corner that's probably going to be tilted to his side, definitely making a play for this. So as he gets in between the offensive tackle, you want to snap the football. He's going to shoot out to the speed out, and you're going to run an option route right here with the receiver. He can either break in or out. Natural pick right there. If he gets picked off between the option route, your shoot is open. If he hauls tail to get to that out route, then you have your option route right there open. So that's one way you can run a legal pick, because this is where the pick point will happen right there. Legal pick in the red zone, hopefully to generate a big play, which could result in the 7 points this week versus the Minnesota Vikings.
The biggest X factor in this game for the Vikings will be their ability on defense to minimize the big plays. That nearly got them in trouble last week versus the New York Jets. They had many big plays given up in the passing game, and I think that can't happen, especially versus a team like Detroit that wants to throw the football 65% of the time. You can't allow those big plays. You have to get off the field on third downs. And for the Lions, they can't allow themselves to become one-dimensional. That falls squarely on the shoulders of their interior offensive line being able to fire off the football in the running game, and also the backs. Guys like Joique Bell and Reggie Bush, if he's out there at 100%, they have to do a better job and provide that balance for this Lions offense. I like Detroit in this ball game. I believe their defense will be the biggest reason why they win, especially within the front seven. I think they'll frustrate the young quarterback Teddy Bridgewater. And although the Vikings have gotten better over the course of the season and are still in the thick of the playoff race, I don't trust their secondary to make plays consistently versus the passing game of the Lions. And I also want to give a huge shout out to Lion fan forums and Viking fan forums for always showing football game plan support.